Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys about Beam. Just the good part about Beam is the fact that it is still under a penny. Um, what we can say right now is that we did get some good news about the FOMC meeting and getting the rate cut for 25 basis points. So things are definitely headed in the right direction. Um, but they kind of just gotten started as far as the momentum. But the good part about it is we're looking to see that liquidity for the months to come. So as the months go by, we're going to start seeing different projects go up and up. So uh, remember the how can I say it just happened just a moment or two ago. So give it time, but eventually you're going to see some of these projects start to really move fast. So really take off. Now let's go ahead and start thinking about what we're up to here. The good part about it is, like I said, it's under a penny. So this is still a good accumulation phase if we need it. So the good part about it is right now, I feel like there's some of us who have gotten ourselves in a position that we have enough of what we need. But if you're not, this is a good time to start, like really DCAing before the coins really go crazy. All right. But remember, this is not financial advice. However, you like what you see today, we just ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. We are growing, and we just ask you to grow with us. Now, taking a look at what's happening here. First of all, Beam is already up like 5% on the day. Now, let's take a look at the 7 day. It is up about 7%, going on 8. Now, for the month, Beam is up 11%. Let's take a look at the year. Yeah, for the year, it is still down about 49%. So that gives us plenty of potential and plenty of time to get in here before it's too late, as far as like watching the coin rise and grow. So just a heads up on that, just making sure that we understand what needs to be done. All time Beam is still up though, for the all time, almost double from what it originally was. Like I said, just keep this in mind. Beam did not see the last, how can I say, the Bitcoin cycle. It was not a part of that. So Beam is really, I don't want to say new, but it is newer than a lot of coins, so to speak. And I know it changed names, did some other things as well, but this is the first time that as Beam and as the gaming industry monster it is becoming, that is a part of this particular cycle as far as the altcoin season or the Bitcoin season at all. So keep that in mind when you look at Beam. Realize that Beam has a lot of great things going for itself. But let's just keep all that in mind before we make decisions that are too quick or anything of that nature. Now, noticing right now that Bitcoin is down a little bit, Ethereum's down just a tad bit. I think the market is a little bit sleepy at the moment because it is kind of early right now. Fear and greed is neutral. Altcoin season is indicating about 73 out of 100. Trying to see what we can say about the information that we have here overall. But overall, it's like everything's really quiet. It's kind of like the lull before the storm. One of the things we're going to have to realize is like the market is not going to take off exactly when we think it is. I do believe that because of the lack of liquidity, the lack of the rate cuts, et cetera, that we have had a slowdown and it's going to take a little bit longer for things to develop than maybe in the past. But at the same time, things are going to develop, and you are going to see certain coins that are really going to start flipping out. Like I said before, and some of you know that we had kept track of Avalanche for a while. I think Avalanche is in the 30s now. And remember, we were looking at it when it was under 20, we were scooping that up at that particular time. So we basically doubled our investment on that one. I'm looking at how well Solana is right now is doing, and BNB, like I said before, is almost $1,000. So there are certain coins that are already moving up. Of course, your, how can I say, your large caps are going to go first, and then we're going to expect the other ones to follow. Now let's keep it a little going a little bit, kind of talking about some Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance right here is going to be at 57%. Ethereum at 13. So things are moving a little bit slowly, but at the same time, we'll see what happens with Bitcoin overall. Now let's go to the X site for Beam, and didn't see particular a whole bunch of announcements or anything of that nature. Saw a lot of information about the nodes, and let's go ahead and look here. Remember, Beam is gaming, AI, finance, RWAs, real world assets. Beam is a little bit of everything now. The good part about it is they're doing it well, and they're getting more money to build, to invest. I mean, these guys are looking really good. It's very impressive. The site is also talking about staking, talking about the validator nodes, things of that nature. There have been a lot of events going on. Let's see, what was that there? I was talking about the Rumble Arcade. Let's see, 19 over 19 million battles taking place in that, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of activity going on with the Beam sites and the Beam development overall. So, I mean, it's a pretty good time to be, how can I say, investing in Beam and looking at Beam overall. So, just keep that in mind with the team. And like I said, overall, a lot of great things happening. So, just keep a heads up. Like I said, the nodes and the validators, there's a lot of money being exchanged there. Um, I think this is season 6. The thing is, like, you want to make absolutely sure, if you're running a node or anything of that nature, you will be cashing in. You will be getting rewards in the form of Beam token, etc. So let's go to the website for Beam a little bit. Talk about that. We still see that Beam is for traders, developers, etc. A lot of great things still happening on Beam. Let's go down a little bit. Together we build, invest, and accelerate frontier technologies. So notice right here the little mission statement. Beam is on a mission to build the future for gamers, for users, and organizations around the world, from DeFi and data compute to dApps of every kind. Our global community is working together to push blockchain forward beyond the frontier. So let's keep this in mind with Beam. Beam means exposure to the future. So this is very beautiful. And also the war chest is beautiful right here. $175 million, guys. This is as of last quarter, but they're putting a lot of money behind their projects. So just a heads up on that. You're going to see Beam as never before. The good part about it is, like I said, I'm not going to say it, nobody truly has money to burn, but these guys have money to earn. How about that? Just saying. All right, not financial advice, right? Rolling a little bit here, we see right here, join the ecosystem. You still have a lot of, what's this, 1.5 million transactions on Beam, 250 plus collaborators, million plus in social reach, and over 2 billion staked. All right, so notice a lot of exciting games. Castle of Blackwater, Forgotten Playland, Trial Extreme. This is Dummy Online. I'm not too familiar with that one as much as I am the other ones, but Beam has a plethora of games and activities. Don't forget that they're teaming up with Avalanche, and I mean, so a lot of their games are extremely exciting, and things are just going very well at the moment. Now let's go over it a little bit more. I'm looking at this news right here. I've seen this before, but just these are just going to be reminders because of the fact I think these are just things that we've seen before. Says Beam Ventures to launch 150 million gaming fund in Abu Dhabi. I've seen this one, and I know it's gonna. How can I say? It's becoming a nice project. Okay, so uh, very beautiful information here. A lot of money, as you can tell right here. $150 million fund to boost Abu Dhabi and position itself as a major player in the global gaming industry. So, this initiative aims to establish the Emirate as a hub for gaming innovation and will support startups working on blockchain, artificial intelligence, and virtual and augmented reality. So, the great part about this is that they already are starting to venture out beyond their headquarters and go into other countries like how can I say, the United Arab Emirates and really position themselves as a leader in the gaming industry, not only in Europe, but in other places as well. So let's go ahead and keep moving a little bit. This is the information talking about Avalanche supporting Beam Network with 500K worth of Beam nodes. So, in other words, Avalanche is a huge supporter. We're excited to see a lot of this happening. Um, I'm looking to see Off the Grid and other games um, that are based off of Avalanche. And I'm really excited to see how those are going to grow in the next few months as well. My personal thoughts on the matter is that when you're talking about gaming, I think around Christmas time, that's when things really start taking off. Hey, but you never know. Things may occur well before then, and we got no issue with that. Just saying. Main thing is we just got to keep our eyes on what's going on and understand that Beam is definitely on the rise. Trying to see if there's anything else we want to talk about, but I think that we are doing let's see. I think we're doing as much as we're saying as much as we can right now. But we know that Beam's got a lot of great activities, a lot of great games, etc. Like the Forgotten Playland, like Castle Blackwater, etc. But it's just a matter of time before this little time bomb starts going up financially, in my opinion. But at the same time, like I said, I feel that anything under a penny, you're safe to accumulate, get prepared, and just position yourself. It's just a matter of time. Like I said, liquidity is starting. So we're going to see some projects going up in the next few months. And in my opinion, Beam is going to be one of those. It's Al, Real Life Investing. Have a great day. Talk with you soon. Bye.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.